We're very ready, so says one of the country's minor political parties, the United Independence Congress, UIC. The party unveiled a slate of 15 prospective candidates earlier this week. Shalois Michael tells us more.
No third party has ever won a seat in the House of Representatives. The UIC is seeking to create history. The party was created in 2019 by founder and president Joseph Patterson. The upcoming general elections will be its first time at the polls. The party boycotted the September 2020 general election due to what it describes as the poor decision of the government to call an election during the heights of the COVID pandemic. Mr. Patterson says the UIC is a strong contender, with several caretakers already selected to represent various constituencies.
We are very ready. We are, as you know, one of the youngest parties in Jamaica, and so we're not like the other ones in terms of having the financial means, but we're very ready in terms of we have candidates and we have more and more Jamaicans who are interested in voting for us. Right now we have at least 15 candidates confirmed, and every day we're getting applications.
The caretakers include Mr. Patterson himself, who is seeking to unseat the JLP's Delroy Slowly in northeast St. Elizabeth. Chase Neal will also be looking to unseat the JLP's Robert Montague in West St. Mary. Neal ran against now sitting JLP MP Matthew Samuda in last September's northeast St. Anne by-election. He secured 30 votes. Mr. Patterson says the UIC intends to offer the kind of leadership and results that the two major political parties have promised but failed to achieve.
The two colonial parties have been around now on the stage for over 80 years, and the people can see that they have not been able to deliver on the primary things that they want. Jamaicans want a safe country, a clean country, an orderly country. They want a country where they can live, earn, and retire with dignity, and that's what the UIC is offering. We're going to bring in a new system of governance that will unite the people, liberate the people, and empower the people. We're going to give the Jamaican people a bottom-up economy instead of a top-down economy. We're going to ensure that we have a healthcare system that is actually preventative in design and help our people to be healthy. And we're going to insist on having land reparation, because the Jamaican people from the beginning have been denied the right to land. And we're going to give them their land back free of charge so that all Jamaicans can become property owners.
He says a key policy is overhauling the education system.
We're going to ensure the education system is Afrocentric, that will give our children a good understanding of themselves, understanding human relations, and understanding money, which is something that is not well done in the current education system because our students are way behind. Those have to stop. If we want a Jamaica that's going to be productive, that's going to be prosperous, we have to shift away now from the tribal politics, the destructive back and forth between the two, and focus on policies that are really designed to uplift the Jamaican people. And that's what the UIC has to offer.
Meanwhile, the party says abolishing property taxes is among the policies it would pursue were it to form a government. Treasurer of the party, Jordan Cunningham, was a guest on Nationwide this morning on Wednesday.
Property taxes mean that you don't own the land, right? Because if you purchase a land, right, if you get a loan from the NHC and take 20 years to pay that back, and then afterwards you have to still be paying property taxes every single year on that piece of property, then you're not the owner. And by the time you reach old age, your income is gradually declining, but the property taxes are still there, right? So it becomes harder and harder on the elderly.
When asked how the party will fund the deficit, Cunningham said a blanket income tax regime would be implemented.
So the UIC plan is to have a standard 10% tax. So every single individual, from a person who is making the minimum wage or the $16,000 an hour, to the richest person in Jamaica, they'll pay the standard same 10% taxes.
Jordan Cunningham, treasurer of the UIC.
There is an island-wide frenzy at Kentucky Fried Chicken KFC locations as customers seek to benefit from a buy one get one free promotion. The promotion is aligned with KFC's 50th anniversary. Speaking to IFM News this morning, marketing manager of KFC, Andre Roper, noted that all the company's branches are flooded with customers.
Yeah, the morning has been going very, very well. Amazing response as you can expect. Buy one big deal, get a meal deal for free as part of KFC's 50th birthday celebration. All our restaurants across Jamaica are, completely studied with customers that they can expect. Persons were lining up from an hour or more before the doors opened. But we were prepared. We were prepared in terms of, ramping up our staffing, making sure that we have enough product because, we wanted to ensure that we gave back to our customers on such a momentous day. But it's really been a tremendous response so far, overwhelming response, and we're grateful for the support and the patronage.
Mark, the manager of KFC, Andre Roper, it reported that customers have been waiting at KFC locations as early as 3 o'clock this morning. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Arlene Williams, has highlighted several issues that have impacted the number of houses constructed under the new social housing program. 292 houses have been completed and handed over to indigent persons since the start of the program in 2018. The plan is for approximately 315 housing units per annum to be constructed, with each constituency receiving 5 units each year. Ms. Williams said another 46 units will be completed soon, while 65 more are at procurement stage. The issue was discussed at yesterday's meeting of Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, which is reviewing the Auditor General's report on government social benefit programs. Opposition committee member Lothan Cousins raised questions about the number of houses built so far.
Earlier reported that 292 houses have been delivered under the new social housing program, whilst we have 5 recommendations or 2 per constituency. That would put us at 300 recommendations per year. And between the periods 2018 to 2024, a 6-year span, that would be over 1,800. Yet I'm seeing here where only 292 were delivered. Can you say how many applications you received over that period and how many of those applications were accepted, are in the process of being constructed, or were denied?
Opposition committee member Lothan Cousins. In response, Ms. Williams explained that land tenure issues, incomplete application forms, and non-submission of the 5 applications each year by members of Parliament were the main reasons for challenges with getting the units done. She defended the program, saying effort is being made to meet housing needs.
The issue too of the land tenure continues to be a problem because we do receive applications from MPs, but the persons do not own the lands, nor do they have permission to use the land. So I still would have to credit the program for its performance. We try as best as possible to look at the applications when they come, and we do not see color. Each MP has the responsibility of submitting 5 applications, and when the applications come, they are not properly completed. And there has to be this toing and froing and backing and forthing. The land matter, as we say, continue to be an issue. We do make every effort in the ministry to ensure that we are meeting the demands that are there within our budgetary allocations, of course.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Arlene Williams.